Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing this topic, and I want you guys to get in the comment section below and give your opinion on it. And it's whether or not there's a prerequisite when it comes to collecting timepieces. Now, first, we all know that there is when it comes to the whole AD game. But generally speaking, if the whole AD game wasn't a thing, is there a prerequisite? And I'm going to explain what I mean by this so you guys can fully understand. So some of you do understand the AD game, and that is you first need to qualify to purchase a timepiece. Next, you need to realize what pieces you qualify for before getting into the higher level pieces. So an example could be, let's say with Rolex, you first get into maybe an OP, then you'll get maybe a Datejust, then maybe a Submariner. Some people skip the Datejust and go straight to Submariner, depends on that AD. So that's what I mean by like a prerequisite, almost like, in college or university. Now, this video may be tailored more for beginners, new collectors, but us, vets in this game could also get involved in this video and in the comment section. I got inspired to make this video after seeing one of Darby and Liz's most recent upload, where a client called in and was indecisive when it came to purchasing a Rolex Datejust 41 and a Submariner date.
It's Liz with Rebelux. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. I was just wanting to touch base with you and see if you had gotten a chance to think it over, if you had any other questions, or if there's anything I could help you with.
Yeah, so right now I'm really between just trying to make a decision on either the Batgirl or that
or the Wimbledon.
It's just, I know everybody's first starter piece is always the Datejust most of the time. Should I do that, or should I just spend a little bit more and get the Batgirl? Because I like both of them equally, but
yeah,
I'm just trying to make that decision.
If you like them equally, then I would say go with the less expensive. Just that's my personal thing. But if it's one of those things where if you like the Batgirl more, but you're leaning more towards the Datejust just because you think it's more of a starter piece, I would say go. There's no problem with jumping into a sport model if that's what's kind of holding you back.
I tried on my buddies.
Now, this is a topic that I feel like I need to give my input on, and it's that I always say when you're purchasing a timepiece, buy what you love. Now, the Datejust and the Submariner, they're two totally different timepieces in appearance and in what they're really made for. The Datejust is more of a dress watch, and the Submariner is a sports watch for more like casual settings. But when it comes to some of these YouTube videos that you guys watch just as me, you see the interactions that some of the dealers have with the clients, and the clients sometimes ask the dealer to make the decision for them almost. And it's like, guys, you need to make your own decision and buy the timepiece that fits your life, your lifestyle, and what you're going to do with it. You know yourself better than the dealer. And also aesthetically, which watch, fits you best. Now, one point I also need to make is that the Rolex Datejust and the Rolex Submariner has the same movement, especially if you get the Submariner date in the Rolex Datejust. It has the date. So considering just the movement, that's not really up for, debate on which one. Now, of course, you get the Submariner no date or the Submariner date. That's where you'll have to make a decision. But overall, they have the same movement. So the ultimate decision boils down to the chassis. That's the case of the watch. Now, one thing the Rolex Datejust has is different sizes. The Rolex Datejust has the 36 and even smaller for ladies, and also the 41. Now, the Submariner only has the 40 and the 41. Now, that's also something to consider. But ultimately, guys, that's the only differences that you're going to have to consider when it comes to these two different timepieces. And I'm sticking to talking about Rolex because Rolex is like the benchmark of timepieces. I'm also going to talk about other pieces, especially when it comes to the whole prerequisite topic, because a lot of times, a lot of people think they need to start off at a certain level. But when it comes to considering cost, sure, you have to start off at a Datejust, or let's say an Omega, and then go to the Rolex and things like that. But I really don't believe in this whole prerequisite and this whole stage, like a class system of purchasing your timepiece. I believe if you have the money to, let's say, like the example with Liz and Darby in that video, the client had enough money to purchase a Submariner. Therefore, you had enough to purchase the Datejust. Yes, the Datejust will be considered entry level. But guys, in my eyes, the Rolex Datejust and the Submariner is pretty much the same material, same quality, just different designs. Yes, the prices are different, especially on the gray market, because the supply and demand, I guess, people just more into the, the sports model and things like that. But overall, to me, they have the same tangible value. So if it's anything you take away from this topic, guys, it's my view, and it's to buy what you love. If you're planning to remove just costs from this whole equation, I believe it doesn't matter buying entry level. There's no such thing as entry level when you're just removing costs. Now, moving away from just Rolex and this whole idea of a prerequisite, there's a whole idea that you go from Rolex to AP to Patek. But guys, if you could out the gate afford a Patek, and that's the one that you want, that's what you love, just get the Patek. This is the whole idea that I'm trying to bring to this video, is that there's no stages to it. Sure, if you're doing it in a way of like I said, the value, and that's what you can afford. So yes, start off with the entry-level Rolex, work your way up in the Rolex category, then go into the AP, because those are timepieces that you love. Yes, do that, buy it, enjoy that process, but don't just purchase a watch just to go through that stage thinking like that's what's going to make you a true watch collector. That's not really how it works. It's all about buying what you love. So if it's Rolex that you love and then Patek, don't go to Rolex and then go to AP and then Patek. Skip AP if that's what that's what you want to do and that's what you love. Rolex and Patek, do that. This is just my viewpoint on this topic. I want you guys to get in the comment section and let me know. I've seen a lot of videos where this whole debate and dilemma has gone on when it comes to dealers and their clients. They're asking the dealer, about what they should buy first, what should be their first piece. And that whole idea is like, you should know better than anybody. You know what your pockets is looking like, your bank account is looking like, and that shouldn't just determine, especially if in the gray market, because these interactions that I'm talking about is only in the gray market. I haven't really seen much, of course, in the ADs where people go in and actually, have good interactions with the ADs. But this is definitely with the gray market, where they ask the gray market dealers like, hey, what should be my first piece? I mean, the gray market dealers, I guess, initial response is going to be thinking like, okay, monetarily, okay, start off with something small. But that whole concept, guys, I think just buy what you love. If it's going to be a $20,000 watch to be your first watch, I think that's normal. Some people may think that's too much, but it's all about just purchasing that timepiece that you love and that you're going to actually wear and enjoy. Guys, get in the comment section with this video, and also give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next video.